Hi TG, hi Foxy, welcome to the pre-match press conference ahead of our away game against ATK Mohun Bagan in the Kolkata Derby. I've got a few questions from the media which I'll ask one by one. The first set is from the Times of India. This one is for you TG. How much has the difference between the two teams narrowed since the first leg of the Kolkata Derby?
Well, the first leg, it was tough on us because we'd only been together for a really short period. We'd only probably had about 8 training sessions together, if maximum, because I think we had 2 weeks preparation. We never had any games, and then to face your local rivals was a little bit unfair on us. Such a big game, and it's against a team who've been preparing and had their set team for a number of years, so it was quite tough. But it's a process, and as it's gone on, we've started to slowly improve, and you can see that in the players' enjoyment of the game. They're looking forward to games. So that was just natural. It was down to us as staff to keep working hard, keep pushing the players, keep making them believe, and then to help them by bringing in some other players, and that's what we've done. So we've had a natural progression.
This one is for the both of you. If you come away with a victory on Friday, will that be the defining moment of the season for SC East Bengal?
No, not necessarily. No, I think the defining moment is us evolving as a team and improving as a team every week, and I think we've done that. And then we've stuttered in certain games, but I wouldn't say it's the defining moment. Definitely not. No, obviously it's a massive game, but it's the same as any other game. It's 3 points at stake. But we're just looking forward to every game. We've got 3 games left, and hopefully we can get the bragging rights on Friday.
Yeah, it's such a huge game, isn't it? We've all been brought up. We're both from the same city. Where we're brought up with the Liverpool Everton derby, which is a huge historic derby. Now this derby's got lots of history, lots of memories. There'll be some good memories for the old granddads who watched the very first games, and there'll be some great memories for the same guys. So this is a huge game, and we know how much a derby means to people. So as I said before, the first derby we had this season was a little bit unfair on us. But now it's a bit more of an even playing field playing into this derby. So hopefully we can do our fans proud.
The next two questions are from Goal.com. The first one is for you, TG. SC East Bengal are now officially out of the playoffs race. So will that affect the morale of the team before the big game, or do you think that a derby is a motivation in itself to do well?
It won't affect the morale because when the part and part first, the first thing about this season was a group of new players who most of them have never played in the ISL. So it was a new journey for most of our players. Some have took to it, some are improving into it, some found it too hard. Okay, so you know they've just improved. So it's all about improving for these players. We've got a young player who as I said before, I've said in the past, he has no protein in his diet, and he's 18 years old. So now he's with this bubble, and he's eating right, and he's getting good education. An 18-year-old boy who hasn't had any protein, it's alarming, to be fair. But you know, all these players, regardless of we can get in the top four this year, it's about the future for these players. So they're taking every day as it comes, and I don't think some of them want it to end. To be honest with you, I think they want it to carry on. So no, even though we're out of it, every day is a learning day over here.
This one is for you, Foxy. What do you make of ATK Mohun Bagan attack after Marcelino's arrival, and how big a challenge is it to face such a potent attack force? This is also from Goal.com.
Obviously, it's going to be difficult. Every game is difficult. If you look at the likes of Odisha, they've got a good attacking threat. Kerala Blasters have obviously got Murray and Gary Hooper, who's a proven goal scorer at every level he's played at. So it's going to be a difficult test, but it's one we're all relishing, we're all looking forward to. And let's not forget, we've got a very good attacking threat in ourselves, and obviously Pilks, Bright, Mags, Matty, obviously. So it's a game we're all looking forward to. It'll be a tough game, but it's one we're relishing.
The next set of questions is from Ajkal newspaper. Uh, is the inform attacking line of ATK Mohun Bagan a concern ahead of the big derby? This one is for you.
Listen, ATK have been doing well for the last couple of years, and the players you're mentioning have been doing well. They're good players. Okay, so what they'll get off us, they'll get respect off us, but then we'll relish in the fight and the competition of who's going to come out on top. So he will get the respect of us, and he deserves it. To be fair, Roy's done ever so well over the last number of years, so he's done ever so well. So it's just football. It's every team has players. We respect certain ones and we work against certain ones, but we never fear anyone.
This one is for you, Foxy. A lot is being said about your battle with Roy Krishna on Friday. Are you relishing the prospect of going toe to toe with him? This is also from Ajkal newspaper.
Of course, yeah. You want to play against the best players in the league, and obviously, like Granty just said there, Roy's obviously done really well over the last few years. It's going to be a very tough game. Obviously, ATK are top of the league for a reason. They've been probably the most consistent. Well, they have been the most consistent team throughout the season so far. So it's going to be a tough test, but it's one we are looking forward to. Obviously, it'll be a good battle. I think the first game was a good battle against them, especially having not been together so long as a team. We only had 2 weeks pre-season, and then obviously the overhaul of players that we've had and gelling together as a team on and off the pitch. I think it'll be a lot more interesting this time round.
The next set of questions is from ABP Anando. From the fans' point of view, a derby win will be massive considering the fact that this season did not go as planned for our team. How have the preparations been? This one is for you.
Well, first, when you say it hasn't gone as planned, I don't know what the plan was with a brand new team. The coaching staff who hadn't recruited most of the players, I don't know what the plan was. The first game we played, it was our first game, and I'll say it again, we had no time to prepare. And in that game, there wasn't much in the game. If you actually, they scored a goal, went into the centre of the goal from the edge of the box. There wasn't much in the game, so it wasn't as though we got well beat. We were in the game. So leading to this game, we've got a more settled team now and a happier team, which makes a big difference.
Foxy, as a defensive unit, what are the things East Bengal need to do right against a strong attacking side like ATK Mohun Bagans? This one is also from UVP.
Obviously, be very organised like we were against Jamshedpur and against Hyderabad. I felt obviously we were disappointed not to get the 3 points against Hyderabad, especially in the last minutes of them scoring. But they done well to get the goal obviously at the end of the game. But it's going to be a tough game, as every game is in this league. You don't know what you're going to get from every angle. So it's going to be one of the games where concentration will be massive, and if we can concentrate for 95 minutes, however long it takes, and get the 3 points, which is the most important thing, come Friday night.
The final two questions are from ABP. How difficult is it to motivate the players when they know that playoff chances are over?
Again, I don't think it's hard to motivate the players because it's more than being in the playoffs for us this season. Maybe in future seasons there'll be more emphasis on being in the top 4, top 5, or fighting at the very top. So motivation isn't a problem. Learning, getting better every day, even though the season's finishing. These boys are going to finish the season. Next season doesn't start till a good while later. So they have a chance or an opportunity to, while the off season, to keep improving. That will be down to them as grown-ups. So motivation, because a top 4 is a non-entity, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The last one, Foxy, knowing how passionate the fans are for this fixture especially, what would be your message to the fans? This is from you.
Thanks for all the support, and obviously they can't be here at the minute, but we know that thousands of them will be watching us on Friday night, and we're going to do everything we actually can to get the 3 points for them on Friday night and then finish the season as strongly as possible.